The action always in full swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Thursday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat.
And for that game against the Warriors, not going to be an easy one for them. We know about the struggles they've had of late, and having to deal with the back end of the back-to-back is never fun.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, after all the turmoil in New Orleans last season, there's fresh air in the Big Easy. The Pelicans won the lottery and got #1 overall pick Zion Williamson. Not only that, the Anthony Davis trade brought in a surrounding cast of young star talent. The Pelicans have gotten a great head start on their rebuild. Kevin?
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. Many players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
If you were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say, and
I am.
And you are. Let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Right around December, that's about your 5th year marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5, and it's Ingram in at the 3. Here's Holiday following the basket by Russell Westbrook. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Rockets ball.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Westbrook drives in. The offensive rebound, kicks it out to Gordon. Now Westbrook. He's coming off a 37-point game against Chicago.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Favors surveying the floor. Kicks it to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. To halt the run, and he lays it up and in.
And it's easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. His size, the long arms, the shooting ability. The D has no clue as to what to do.
Now here's Harden. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10. Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And Holiday kicks the ball. Passes it to Ingram. Here is Favors. Last game he had 12. And the shot is good.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Outside Westbrook. The 3. Favors with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. trailing by 4. Pass to Ingram. Back to Ball. On the wing, the Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Now here's Gordon. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Holiday surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Williamson. Over Harden. And that one's good. Williamson's got his second bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Ball against Harden. Pass to Williamson. Got a piece of it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Russell Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game last year, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Redick against Harden. Can't convert the two-handed jam.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
For 3, Westbrook. The Rockets again can't hit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And the height of ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to power through with his size.
Westbrook with the bucket. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Ball, the pass to Redick. Back to Ball. Passes it to Williamson. He kicks the ball. Westbrook with the steal. And it's the Rockets on the break. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Westbrook's got 6 points.
I mean, just a terror in transition is Russell Westbrook exploding past the defense with that speed.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Westbrook passes to House. And here's Harden for 3. Kept alive by Houston. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Second chance shot, and it's Houston with another.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league. That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
You know, hate on low, but we fly high. You know, talk is cheap, free Wi-Fi. Whoa! Heard they tryna steal away. Cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Tell me what you let away, I'll cut it out. Hey, talk to me nice, show you what you really about. Whoa! Pipe down. First we shut them down, then we open up shop. Tryna stop, but the way don't stop.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's McLemore. His last outing, he had 8 points. Green dishes to House. Kicks to McLemore. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that. When you're in an opponent's building, you got to knock down free throws. That costs you.
Okafor's checked in for Hayes.
Jahlil Okafor.
Over to the left wing. Here's the three. Ball, no good. Houston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Rivers kicks to McLemore. Pass to House. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, McLemore. It's good from long range. And the Rockets lead by 3.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Ball against Rivers. Right side, Redick. To the inside. Here's Okafor. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Green.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
McLemore, the pass to Rivers. Swiped it away. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Hart. Great D that time from Green.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's Redick. Jacks up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there, and he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Rockets lead by 2, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. You know, I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Rockets, Green is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's McLemore, and it's House in at the small forward. Gordon's checked in for Houston. Shots good by McLemore.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Holiday with it, picked up by Rivers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the more you hear about Drew Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Drew Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Drew Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we doing,
popcorn, right
and
next
the popcorn,
to it.
what else,
and
Kevin?
then the popcorn.
Yeah,
right there.
nachos.
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else could we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a big one.
Because when you've done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow kind of coat your stomach.
Yep.
You
Was
don't
this
feel bad.
basketball related, or did we go somewhere else
All a
with it?
part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago.
Lest us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now here's McLemore after Eric Gordon's miss. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Misses the layup.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's just unselfish. In the past, maybe Austin Rivers thinks about shooting it or holding on to the ball to take it himself.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And Jeff Green, no good on that one.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. Injuries and trade demands from their top player. It was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
Here's McLemore, and no good. Great D that time from Reddick. The Pelicans trail. Outside Holiday. The pass to Melly. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes next. But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here. A new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group. And this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn with some tremendous young players.
Green with the block. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. 17-foot shot on the way. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters. Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Redick passes to Okafor. Holiday with it. Now Green defending. And Holiday kicks to Redick. Pass to Okafor. Lays it up off the glass. Okafor's got 6.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Well, the problem defensively after Rivers gets a step is nobody's sliding over in time to slow him down.
Here's Holiday. Carroll with the rebound. Houston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Gordon kicks to Carroll. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 21 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he is in the game. A great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Get your mind right. Hey, prayers up for the most part. Ain't no killing on the sofa. Head gone, head so far. In the clouds any minute now. I should get it now. Already told ya. I've been tired of the useless. I've been tired of the using. I ain't even took it loosely. No, don't move me. Thinking it's a movie. I just wanna make a move. See. It gets like that when it just.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMar Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Brent figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
So much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram.
And that one falls for Ingram. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Now, Williamson, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. Holiday inside the line, drained for 2 points. Holiday's got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Holiday. Passes to Hayes. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Westbrook passes to Gordon. He kicks it to Tucker. Off target from outside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For 3, Westbrook. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pass to Williamson. Here's the dish to Holiday. Another shot. The Rockets pull it in. Tucker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rockets trail by 5. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Hart, guarded by Harden. Hart, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Covington kicks to Westbrook. 3-pointer on the way. Drills it from outside. Westbrook's got 9 points.
It's terrific to see Westbrook honing in on that shot and trying to become more consistent from deep.
Ingram attacking.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Russell Westbrook. That's his first.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
New Orleans making some changes here. Favors comes in for Williamson. And Ball subbed in for Hart. And a switch here also for Houston. Houses checked in. Both free throws good for Ingram.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Westbrook against Ball. That's tipped and stolen by Favors. Ingram wide open from outside off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 9. And another 3 for Houston.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Holiday against Covington. That one's not going to go. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Westbrook, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, body and control isn't just for your shampoo at home. It's right there in Russell Westbrook. He gets fouled and still converts. Just wondering, with Russell Westbrook and the 3 seasons under his belt in Oklahoma City as averaging a triple-double, what is he capable of doing in this Houston Rockets offense? And more importantly, how do Russell Westbrook and James Harden coexist?
Free throw good, Westbrook. And with Westbrook and his usage rates, it was once over 40%. But, Brett, that has dropped in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it might drop a little bit more here, Kevin, with James Harden being Russell Westbrook's teammate. You just wonder how much stylistically it's going to change. This offense has always been about the three-point attack, and that's not a strong suit of Russell Westbrook's. However, the havoc he creates, that works just about anywhere.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Got a hand on it. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break and slam dunk by Ingram.
What a wonderful offensive talent this guy is. Ingram showing signs of what's to come.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second personal foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
2 shots.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, a familiar sight. Westbrook gets his way back to the free throw line. I mean, the way he attacks his opponent, they're going to be forced to foul him time and time again.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And both free throws good for Westbrook.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Ingram with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. From deep. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. New Orleans on top. They're up by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Rockets trail. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the Pelicans 5.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Ball. Now the pass to Williamson. Over Harden. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ball. Williamson's got it all tied up now for New Orleans. Now here's Westbrook. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Ball, the bounce pass. To the paint. Here's Williamson. The shot missing. And Houston the other way now. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Another miss by Westbrook. Pelicans trail by 3. Ball kicks to Holiday. Pass to Williamson. Here's Favors. And it's rebounded by Covington.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
The Pelicans have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Williamson dishes to Ingram. Over Gordon. And the Pelicans miss again.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
He goes up again. A nice shot by Tucker. And it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Covington against Holiday. Down low. Williamson. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben McLemore in for Eric Gordon. And that one misses.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise. And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Ingram outside. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Holiday's got 11 points.
Killing them softly there, Holiday with the floater over the top. And that puts the D in a tough spot.
Here's Westbrook, and he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Ball with it. Westbrook picks him up. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. Outside Favors. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Green. Goes up, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside Holiday. And Favors kicks to Ingram. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McLemore, no good. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Holiday. Good D by Harden. And here's Houston. They're on a 16-6 run.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
For Houston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And the Rockets making a change here. Rivers checked in.
One shot.
And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James whose $35 million contract might be worth $100.
I always thought about Jordan, too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Ball dishes to Okafor. Redick up top, guarded by Green. Redick passes to Okafor. 2 points, that one goes. Okafor's got 8 points.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
And Westbrook, here we go, and the dunk by Westbrook.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Here's Melly.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Daniel House has checked in for Houston. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Hands it from downtown.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here is Ball. Following the 3 from Austin Rivers, Redick finds Ball. He can't get that one, and the Rockets take it the other way. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. 15-point game. Now Redick. Pass to Melly. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
JJ seeing the floor really well tonight and making precision passes.
For New Orleans, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. Rockets leading by 12. Outside Westbrook. Tries a 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Okafor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Throws it up high. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Westbrook, no good. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Ingram against Rivers. And it's Ingram missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Melly. 8 points for him. And the pass to Redick. Shot clock at 5. Over House. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Rockets leading by 10. Inside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for House. Pelicans trail by 13. And here is Ball. With some arc. Not going to go that time. Houston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
The teardrop falls in. Ball's got 6.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Rivers passes to McLemore. Pass to Rivers. Houston moving it around. 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon. Again, the Rockets score.
Exquisite move off the dribble from Eric Gordon. No way to guard that.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, here's Ball. 6 points for him. The shot by Redick, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McLemore, the pass to Tucker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tucker's got 8 points in the quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half. Now, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Rivers against Ball. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Steps back and fires. House dishes to Tucker. Ball against Rivers. Passes it to Tucker. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 15. From New Orleans, back in a moment. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
With a sense of urgency right now, okay? We can't hold back. We can't give up easy baskets. We can't give up mistake baskets, okay? We got to lock in.
Well, it's obvious they're in this game. He's begging them to stay engaged no matter what.
And Kevin, this one is far from over. I like seeing Coach Gentry urging his group on like this.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. James Harden, he's checked in for Rivers. Now here's Williamson, defended by Covington. 5 on the clock. Hayes trying to break free. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
But they get it back. Here is House, covered by Redick. Harden inside the three-point line, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Houston leading by 15. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Covington kicks to Harden. Pass to House. Here is Harden. Houston needs to get a shot off. For 3, Covington. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his third assist on the night. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Ball, the pass to Hayes. Redick surveying the D. And there's the pass to Williamson. And here's Holiday, just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked by Gordon. Harden against Redick, shoots off the step back, and he hits the jumper for 2. And that's 13 points for James Harden.
And I love seeing Harden getting room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Holiday against Covington. Knocked away. It's Redick on the wing. Off the left rim and out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 20. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Covington against Reddick. Pass to Williamson. The kick out to Holiday. Can they get it? Traps in the tray.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Harden scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Covington. From outside the arc. That shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Passes the ball. Outside, Reddick. To the inside, Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, defenders right now guessing as to how Drew Holiday is going to come at you. Offense showing up tonight for Drew.
Now here's Gordon. Shot from 12. Favors with the rebound.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Eric Gordon. Ingram left side. Six on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. Old free throws, good for Ingram. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 13-point lead. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Holiday against Harden. And Covington sends it back. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Ingram right side. Pass to Williamson. 4 on the shot clock. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Harden with it. They need this one. The third shot of the possession finally falls for them. And the Rockets lead by 13. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Favors finds Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
Appreciate Drew Holiday getting shifty there on the inside to draw the contact.
Drew Holiday taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. And so it's Houston with it. Now, here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. There's the pass to Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Harden finds Westbrook. Houston moving it around. It's House outside. New Orleans with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Ball over Westbrook. Ball, no good. Rockets leading by 11. Westbrook passes to Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Tucker's got 10 points in just the second half. Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Well, hard to believe that Russell Westbrook has now gone 3 consecutive seasons averaging a triple-double.
You remember, Kevin, just how much we were flipping out about the possibility of somebody doing this again since Oscar Robertson, and now Russell doing it 3 straight years. It's just a mind blower.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Ball, the pass to Holiday. And the rejection by Harden. Covington dishes to Westbrook. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets.
One shot.
That's good from Westbrook. Pelicans trail by 14. Now Ball. Outside Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists in the game. Here is Harden. And that one, good. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Holiday against Harden, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now, here is Harden. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Derek Favors.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Pelicans trail by 13. Outside Holiday. Fires at the elbow. Here's Favors. And that one drops. Favors has got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Gordon. Just 4 to shoot. Westbrook with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 11. They get it back. For the 3. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
And Zion is a ferocious competitor. Someone who sticks with plays and devastates defenses with those putback jams.
Now here's Harden. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Favors finds Holiday. There's the 3. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Holiday.
Absolutely no fear in this young fella. When the game is close, you want the ball in Ball's hands.
Personal foul. Shooting for Houston, James Harden. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
There's Miller with the three. It's rebounded by Houston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Congrats, James, on the win. This is a very tough team. What does it mean to beat them?
It meant a lot. We wanted to come out here and play with some energy. Guys made shots defensively. It was a gutsy win for us.
I'm sure you'll see these guys again. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.